who had every hope and expectation of being here in person. And then it was springtime in Michigan. Of course, and there's inches of snow on the ground, and that's just kind of how it is. So delighted you could make us online. And you know how we say at the end of the Seder, next year in Jerusalem? Next month at Beth Israel. We'll just go with that. So, and just making sure if you're going to be following along in the sanctuary, we've got our orange handouts, and I will also call out page numbers for those of you at home who are using Lev Shalem, and are wondering what page we're on. Page 10 in Lev Shalem, Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh av harachaman mishoch avdecha eretzonecha yarutz avdecha kimo aya yishtachaveh mul adarecha yerav lo yedidutecha minofet suf vechol ta'am yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la la Ki galena ufros chaviv yalai et sukat shilomecha ta'ir eretz mikvodecha nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneni ki yemei olam yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 la. Lechu neranena l'Adonai Nariya letzur yishenu Nikadma fanav b'toda b'smirot Nariya lo Arba'im shana akut bador v'yom aram to'ei levavhem v'hem lo yadu dirachai asher nishbati v'api Im yevon el menuchati. Continuing with Psalm 96, page 13, Ya'aloz Sadai. Ya'aloz Sadai, B'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai. Ya la 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 la, Ya'aloz Sadai, B'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai. Ya la 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 la, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar. Ya'aloz Sadai, B'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai. Ya la 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 la, Ya'aloz Sadai, B'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai. Ya la 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 la, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar, az yiranenu kol hatzeyar. Ya'aloz Sadai, B'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadaim, ya la 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 la, ya alos Sadaim, v'chol asher bo ya alos Sadaim, ya la 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 la, ya ziranenu kol atzeyar, az ziranenu kol atzeyar, az ziranenu kol atzeyar, az ziranenu kol atzeyar, ya alos Sadaim, v'chol asher bo ya alos Sadaim, ya la 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 la, ya alos Sadaim, v'chol asher bo ya alos Sadaim, ya la 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 la. So from all of this exaltation, getting ourselves enthused about the fact that Shabbos is practically here, we now turn a little bit inward, and we do that with our breath by reminding ourselves to land in the here and now, and to really get in touch with the present moment in the sense of letting go of all the stuff we walked in with, all the other thoughts that are running through our minds even now. Anything that wasn't completed this week, anything that's troubling us, any worries or concerns we have about the upcoming days. Permission to just leave all that. Just leave it all. Leave it all on the floor. Let it drip away, and we just enter into a little bit of a different time. So if it's comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes, sit comfortably in your chairs with your feet flat on the floor. And when you're ready, take a slow, deep breath in, luxuriating at the top of the fullness of that breath. And then mindfully let it go even more slowly than you took it in. And we're going to breathe like that for a little bit. Slow, deep breath in. And allowing the breath to leave even more slowly. Notice if there's any tension that your muscles are carrying behind your eyes or in the muscles of your forehead or scalp or jaw. And as you're engaging in this slow, deep breathing, see if with every relaxed exhale you can let go of a little bit more tension. Just a little bit. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure but by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we are reminded that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. Therefore, we welcome Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Ana bechoach gdulat yamincha tatir tzura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu tohareinu nora ana bechoach Gedulat yamincha tatir tzura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu toreinu nora Shabbatenu kabel ushemat zakatenu yodea ta'alumot Ana bechoach gedulat yamincha tatir tzura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu toreinu nora Ana bechoach gedulat yamincha tatir tzura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu toreinu nora Shabbatenu kabel ushemat zakatenu yodea ta'alumot Baruch Shem kevod malchuto leolam vaed. In the spirit of this marriage of bright, energetic joy with an internal sense of connection and depth, we welcome Shabbat like a Shabbos queen, knowing that at the conclusion of Lecha Dodi, pages 23 to 25, we'll rise and we'll face the door through which we entered, whatever room we're in, and we bow in welcome to the Shabbos bride. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmiyanu El ha-meyuchad Adonai echad Ushemo echad l'shem u'tiferet Ve'el tchila le'echad dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha Ki hi mikor habreracha berosh מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי Daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha Uvitzola toch emunei am segula boichala lechadodili krakala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lechadodili krakala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Tzadikata yifrach ki eres bavanon yizgeh shetulim bivet Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu odinun b'seva dishenim v'rananim iyu lehagid ki Adonai tzuri v'lo avlata bo. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed. Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-ma'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, our source, who brings about evening. Ahavat Olam, page 40. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we're hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we're too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we're too embittered to hear. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we're too weak for meeting. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. Embraced, touched, soothed, and counseled, ours are the arms, the fingers, the voices. Ours are the hands, the eyes, the smiles. We are loved by an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehadar b'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh feleh, nora tehilot oseh feleh. Malechutecha ra'u v'necha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Adonai imloch leolam va'ed, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. knees down ever so slightly. Entering into the prayer Hashkivenu, page 45. We bring into our hearts anyone on our minds, in our hearts, who could use a prayer of protection tonight. And we pray that Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, God protect them. Let them lay down in peace and rise up to life. And hear this prayer of ours. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu. L'chayim u'l'shalom. Me'ata ve'ad olam. Me'ata ve'ad olam. Me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. V'hamidenu Malkeinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu Sukat shlomecha. Me'ata ve'ad olam. 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 V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ay 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 beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. Ay 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 la 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 ya 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 oh uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. Yitgadav Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah B'yamad Yivrach Yirutei V'yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon Uv'yomechon Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala Uv'izman Kariv V'imru Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam U'yom Me'alma Yitbarach Yiparach, Vishtabach, Vipoar, Viroma, Vinase, Virhadar, Vitale, Virhalal, Shemedi Kudisha, La'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imeru. We prepare to rise for the Amidah, the silent Amidah in the evenings, which we'll find on pages 47 to 52 if you prefer those words, or feel free to close the Siddur and just allow to rise to the surface the prayers of your heart. Oh, say shalom, b'imroma, uyaseh shalom, aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. V'imru amen. V'imru amen. V'imru amen.
So we're at a point in our Torah where there's a lot going on. A lot of action is happening in the story. This week, we lose our faith that Moses is ever going to come back, and we build ourselves a golden calf. And then Moses comes down with revelation, the 10 Commandments, and oy vavoy, what have you done? And he smashes the tablets. There's a legend that those tablets got the smashed ones. We know from the rest of the story that of course Moses will eventually go back up and he'll bring down a second set of commandments, and those are presumably what we have. And people have wondered, well, what happened to all those broken pieces of the first tablets? According to Midrash, those broken pieces were collected painstakingly, every single one of them, and they were then deposited into what was called at that point the Ark of the Testimony, the portable center of the Mishkan that's going to get built next week. They work fast. And those tablets, both the whole and the broken, would travel around with them wherever they went on their journeys, our forebears. So it's kind of an interesting thing. What is the message of the broken shards? Why would a people find it important not only to take the unbroken tablets, the ones with perhaps the guidance that we need, but of what use are these broken bits? Why would we drag those around with us too? So I'd like to share a story about the usefulness of brokenness. A long time ago, there was a poor Jewish man in a town who owned 2 large pots. Whenever he needed to get water from the stream at the edge of town, he would hang the pots on the ends of a pole, which he carried across his neck to get to the river, and he'd dip each one in. One of the pots had a crack in it, while the other pot was perfect, seamless, intact, complete, whole, smooth, faultless, unbroken. This pot always delivered a full portion of water. At the end of a long walk from the stream to the house, the cracked pot always arrived only half full. For 2 years, this went on daily, with the man only delivering 1.5 pots of water to his house. Now, of course, the perfect pot was quite proud of its accomplishments, but the poor cracked pot felt ashamed. It was miserable that it was only able to accomplish half of what it thought it was made to do. After 2 years of what it perceived as bitter failure on its part, the pot spoke to the man one day by the stream. "I am ashamed of myself," it said, "because of this crack in my side, which causes water to leak out all the way back to your house." The man said to the pot, "Haven't you noticed that there are flowers on your side of the path, but not on the other pot's side?" "That's because I've always known about your flaw, and I planted flower seeds on your side of the path. Every day while we walked back, you have watered them. For 2 years, I've been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate my Shabbos table with. You have given my spouse, my family, and me so much joy. Without you being just the way you were, there would never have been this beauty to grace our house." And with that, we enter into the Aleinu, the prayer that invites us to use our creativity, our imagination, and our faith to figure out how we're going to bring our own human, imperfect, it's how we were made, selves, into the world and make whatever it is that we do a blessing for someone else. Please rise for the Aleinu. And this is an alternative Aleinu found on our orange sheets. You can roughly follow along loosely, pages 56 to 57 if you wish. Aleinu, it is up to us to hallow creation, to respond to life with the fullness of our lives. It is up to us to meet the world, please join me if you wish, to embrace the whole even as we wrestle with its parts. It is up to us to repair the world and to bind our lives to the truth. Therefore, we bend the knee and we shake off the stiffness that keeps us from the subtle graces of life and the supple gestures of love. With reverence and thanksgiving, we accept our destiny and we set for ourselves the task of redemption. Please be seated. This week, the community observes the following yahrzeits: Selma Appel, Jean Berkowitz, Bertha Berry, Aaron or Aryeh Budd, Shmuel Dove Cutler, Anna Dalitz, Rosalind Deskovsky, H. Manuel Dauberson, Ann Donison, Pauline Elias, Max Eskin, Jacob Eskin, Morris Feinerman, Ida Fleischer, Morris Foster, Sam Gerber, Henry Gershowitz, Abraham Gershowitz, Doris Goldberg, Robert Greenlee, Harold Grossman, Hetty Grunberger, Kaplan Malki, Pesach Haydenkrug, Ruth Harrison, Julia Hauptmann, Walter Kenneth Helton Sr., Jacob Ingber, Harold Kessler, Betty Klein, Bernard Kransdorf, Dominic Lozano, Imogene Lehman, Helen Leofsky, Ingrid Maisie, Naomi Ruth Maislish, Neil Millman, Dorothy Morell, Moishe Nagler, Seal Pear, Sophie Pitkin, Abraham Rebner, David Reba, Yetta Rush, Rosalind Schiff, Alan Seal, Mitzi Sellen, Benjamin Shaman, Leigh Michael Siegel, Ethel Siskind, Ida Spitzisen, Carol Trainer Stein, Evelyn Steinborn, Fanny Stolarski, Sarah Sweetwine, Sylvan Taub, Simon Wilder, Jan Winkleman, Rosa Yerman, and Svi Zellinger. We also say the Mourner's Kaddish for Leslie Garber Matthews, Reza Levinskaya, Alice Cohen, Tobe Barbin Rothaus, Vivian Perlstein, S. Martin Lindenauer, Bonnie Rosenberg, Harlene Appelman, Dr. Lionel Finkelstein, Seidel Popinski, David Stein, Harvey Katz, Martin Warshaw, Gideon Hoffer, Louis Kluger, Beverly Bennett, Shulamit Weissman, Robert Heftel, Marilyn Krim, Robert Olenek, Ellen Monto, Richard Burke, Eva Killaney. If you're saying the Mourner's Kaddish, I invite you to please rise. We're on page 58. It's also in our orange sheets. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisroel, b'galav v'zman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yitale, v'yithalal, shemei d'kudsha, barechu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran v'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. O say shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisroel v'imru. Amen. May their memories be for an abiding blessing. So I'd like to pause at this point and invite Meg up for announcements.
Not too many announcements this week, actually, because we have concluded our Purim festivities, which I hope you all enjoyed. It was super fun. I hope you'll come back tomorrow morning because we have the return of Gershowitz Shabbat. It is a special Shabbat dedicated to the spirit of people taking on new roles in the service that maybe they have never tried once or twice. So I hope you'll come support Harvey Michaels as he leads Musaf for the first time ever,
Really?
which is going to be awesome.
Good for you. Yay. Wow.
We also have two people who will be doing Hagba for either the first or second time ever, two women, which is incredible. After that, on Sunday, we have a parents' coffee for BIRS parents at 10 o'clock in the social hall. We have Talmud study with Rabbi Daberson, which is fully virtual. That is Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. And I believe we'll have some Pesach programming forthcoming, so stay tuned.
Thank you. All right, beautiful. We've also got upcoming dates for the Aura of Shabbat, this particular musical Shabbat service. So those will be April 14, the day before your taxes. So come forget about having to file taxes for a night. May 19th and June 16th. We're still in the midst of experimenting with a semi-new rehearsal time, which is at 5:30 immediately prior to this 6 p.m. service. So if you're inclined to learn new melodies or learn the harmonies, let me know or let the office know, and we'll make sure that you're reminded of this fact. I think that's everything. Okay. Wonderful. So, Shalom Aleichem, either page 5 of our Siddur or at the very conclusion of our handouts. Wishing each and every one of you a Shabbat of peace, of rest, a meaningful Shabbat that's deep and fulfilling, relaxing, rejuvenating, all of those blessings. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Kadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy you guys braved the weather. It wasn't even that bad. Except if you stayed home and didn't come here, it was terrible. You totally made the right decision.